thinking there. All right.
Oh, now it says the stream is live. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Field Marshal Chris here, Chris Vandenberg.
I'm Scott. My name's right there.
Right? Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Well, this is our first live little show that we're going to try to do.
We did one before, I think.
Well, we were testing, and I didn't leave it up because we were,
Yeah, no, we did one a while back on YouTube, I think.
Yeah.
So that was like a year or so ago.
I wonder if I can see this. Yeah. I've got it up here on Blaster Factory, so it looks like we're moving right along. So I'm sure there's a learning StreamYard here, so but it's working.
I wonder if anybody's on.
I don't know yet. It's going to take a minute for them to figure it out, but it doesn't matter. It's being recorded and it'll stay on there. So we'll see if anybody finds us. Before I hit the live button, we were talking about a part that the little door or whatever that you were machining that I'm probably going to have to turn up a little bit on the.
So this magazine plate. Oh crap! I just made a mess.
Yeah, I'm looking at it on this one right here. It seems to be okay. Oh, boy, I tell you what.
Yeah, this one. You can see from this side
a little thicker.
How much taller it is. Let me see if I can focus it.
Yeah, it's not bad. I can see it pretty good.
It's taller, and so when I was machining it down to be flush, because I've done it in the last 3 or 4. I guess I was up milling or down milling, whichever way. I don't know. I mill one way and it's fine, and the other way, the end mill starts to grab it and pull it, and
the ball screw you get.
I pulled it, and it just made this cut. Stupid deep all of a sudden, and I was like, "Oh,
is that Sam's gun? Is that Sam's blaster?"
Yeah, that's Sam's.
Yeah, don't sweat it. I'll get you another one out. Plus, I'm gonna trim those down. See, now on this one right here, it seems to fit right, but hell, who knows? It could be a worn end mill or something. When I was making them, I make hundreds of them. So
yeah, I mean, and those things shift. And I was gonna use a real one. I had an extra real one, but those were all hand fit to each gun, so
absolutely
it doesn't really fit. Now we just have to mill off a bunch of patina anyway. So
wait a minute, my camera's over here. I gotta think differently here. I've got my screen. Let me switch my screens over here, so I'm looking at the right direction here. There we go. Okay, yeah, this here, these bad boys are tough. We talk about these a lot.
Yeah.
And May the 4th sales coming up, and I do have a limited amount of these steel ones. So if you ever wanted one, you need to check it out, because these things will be gone.
Yeah. Today I did a bunch of file work and stamped the serial numbers.
Yeah, that is tough. I've got a couple of the stamps, and I don't do the serial numbers. I leave that to you, because but some of the other stamps and the engravings, man, they're tough to do. It's hard to hold on to that stuff, isn't it?
And fire bluing the pieces.
Yeah. Do you drill out the safety
for this one? Because the Luke, interestingly enough, there's a photo of it that shows the hole in the safety.
Man, that's freaking cool, because I think the MGC, does the MGC do that?
No, they're all solid.
Because I know the Mausers. I've actually got some real Mausers that do that.
I have a couple of real ones that have that as well.
Yeah.
But in fact, I can show the picture. Let me find it and then I'll show it. It won't be on screen right now.
Share a picture here on our new format. See how that works.
Where is it? There is a photo that shows. Let me open it up, make it real big. Okay, let me now come back over here and share screen. Window. Nope. Does it have to be?
We're still figuring this stuff out. This is if you've just joined us, this is a new program that we're trying to do, and it is live. If anybody's out there, when you listen, if you'll if you'll message me on Facebook Messenger, I can give you a code. You know, especially if you got some of our stuff, you got any questions or anything.
Okay, let's try this again. See if this works now. There we go. Ooh.
Yeah.
All right. So this is the picture. You can clearly see the safety right here with a hole.
Yeah.
And I've had people say that that's a reflection.
No,
dude, that's in the shadow. There's nothing reflecting off of that.
No, I have some Mausers that have that drilled out.
Yeah.
I don't have them here. They're not the pre-war commercials, but it does exist. So
the Luke safety has a hole. And you know, in other pictures of that, it's, you know, you can't really, you don't see it.
That's on the other side.
And you don't see it or it's on the other side, or it's at an angle to where it looks solid.
Yeah.
It's just not enough resolution. But this is a really good resolution picture of the blaster up close.
Man, that's nice. Hey, we got a comment here. Hello.
Really, let me take this down and so I can. All right, we're back.
There we go.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, this is kind of a new thing for us. Obi, do you have any of our stuff? You can hear me here? Some people may be watching this on a phone, so
there might be a delay too.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Does it show you like how many people are watching?
It probably does, and I don't know where it is. So maybe there's 4 to 8, I think, jumping back and forth. Yeah. We're at it's kind of funny. I mean, this is 8 o'clock, you know, my time, 8 p.m. 6 o'clock your time in Texas?
7. I'm an hour behind.
Okay, I'm in South Carolina.
So Mountain should be 6, and then West Coast should be 5.
Yeah.
Those people might not be off of work yet or home yet or whatever.
No. Well, you know, Kelso, I think he's in Canada. He was wanting to get him. He said it, you know, he was still at work. So.
Oh yeah.
And
then I think, what time is it in? Yeah, it's 2 a.m. in England and
Germany
and Italy and stuff like that. So
yeah, I'd hope that Marcus, I was hoping he'd join in. Yeah, he's probably he'd have a nice collection behind him.
Obi-Wan Kenobi says, I got some stuff from you, just need to put everything together.
No worries. Yeah. It's a process, you know. If you ever need any help, I try to there's a lot of blog videos on Blaster Factory and to help you with that. Most stuff is basically sprayed flat black spray paint usually.
Yeah, and I have a Patreon that shows a lot of the how-to.
Yeah.
Well, I was talking to Sam about it today. Just show him little pictures as I go. So like for the Bespins, the barrel's too long, so you got to cut it down.
Yeah.
So I cut it down and then I face it and then I mill a new hole in it. And that takes a lot of time to, set it up and put it in the vise so it's perfectly, perpendicular and all that stuff. And
yeah, it's very amazing. The Mauser works that made those. I mean, I had to make specialized tools in my CNC machine to do some of these cuts and to hold these things. And man, I tell you what, somebody that had to do this on they probably had a mill set up that hooked together. They traced, so one mill,
they probably had different machines for different operations.
They'd have to, and there'd be a lot of them because I mean, I flipped this thing all over the place just to do the uppers, and I don't even want to. I mean, you've seen videos. I try to show if you go on my Facebook and Blaster Pack, you'll see videos of me flipping this thing all over the place, getting everything. I mean, there's not a flat surface on these things, not a parallel surface, No. And all this has got a weird angle.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's nuts. I mean, this was a very hard. I don't see how they did it. There must have been a lot of hand tools.
Well,
I mean, this blend. I don't know if you can see
oh
this
yeah,
real well, but this is a compound radius. It starts over here, and it blends into this other radius, and down here in a new radius, and then a undercut radius here goes under for the grip to go under. This is crazy.
and
They
yeah.
had to do that with hand tools, you know. Hand
Well,
machine.
they hand finished them a lot because, especially on the war times, you could see all the hand file marks. They didn't pretty it up; they just kind of were whipping them out.
Well, they do, and if you notice, I tried to copy a lot of that where the end mill went back and forth because on the real one, these pockets and a lot of places show the end mill marks, and I actually figured out the tool paths, with the end mills to make that rough on purpose to show those things.
Yeah, it's. I mean, and well,
if you want to see, you got to go to work. Hey, thanks for commenting, and if we can ever help you, just let us know.
Yep. See ya. This thing is too. I mean,
Obi, where are you located? Before you go, if you're still there, where are you calling
gone.
from? He might be gone already.
This thing too, it's crazy, and it's not. There's all bevels, They chamfer the edges and stuff, and
I think a lot of that got picked up in the laser scan. But man, you got to go through. If you really want to get serious with it, you got to get sandpaper out in a file. Because they're not. It's just every one of them's different.
Yeah, I use usually a couple of files, like these small little jeweler files, to do all this stuff. And then with the grips too, I file out each line of the grips.
Yeah, good Lord. I mean, I'm gonna get rid of some lines on that on the next batch of those. But man, I tell you what, I have to do those, and I have to seal up my entire CNC machine, try to keep all that dust. When I do those, because man, you can find those grips for real, and every once in a while they'll pop up on eBay. But holy crap,
they're expensive.
They're really, it'd be $200 or $300 for just a set of grips.
Well, and most of them are really trashed out too.
Yeah,
a nice set is going to be expensive.
I keep finding those ones with the 9, for the 9mm.
Yeah, and those are all reproductions because I have a real red 9, and a real red 9 set of grips is really, really expensive.
Yeah, that's you can't count on that. You really can't. Changing the subject. Have you watched Mall yet?
Not yet. I keep meaning to.
Man, you know what? I said that too because a lot of times it's like you say, "Hey, did you watch The Acolyte?" And you go like, "Yeah, sorry." God, that could have been good. It was almost good.
Well, I just watched clips of it, and the clips I saw sucked, so I was like, I'm not gonna put any time in the show. But Mall, I like Mall.
Soulless. I don't know a Soulless.
I like the
cartoon. Let me tell you something. I caught up on Mall. Okay, it's good. I don't know what it is when they do cartoons. If you haven't watched the Clone Wars or Rebels or any of those, or even there's a couple others they've got on there. They're great. Mall's a good story. I have no complaints about it. Monday, the last 2 come out on May the 4th. Man, the story's been good. Mall, whoever wrote it and did it, it's just a great story. It's worth watching.
Yeah, I always liked the character. I thought there was a lot of potential in the character to be cool.
Yeah, he is very cool. It's not what you expect. I mean, you're expecting a Vader or just somebody just evil, but I won't blow. It's a good story, and there's some other characters in it. I won't blow it for everybody, but I mean, there's some other characters with it. Jedi and good characters. Just I've never heard of them before. It's just some new stuff. So it's a new planet. I mean, it's freaking awesome. I mean, I highly suggest watching it.
Yeah, I will. It's my aim to watch it. I just need to.
If you start it, you'll because I think there's is there 9 or 10 going to be out? I forget.
Is it all out, or you still have to tune in as it's coming out?
Let me see. I brought this up just so I wouldn't sound stupid, so I could remember some of it. But don't know where I put. Oh, here it is. There's oh, it's up to 8, chapter 8. There's a 9 and 10 that will be out this Monday, and man, if you start it, you'll stay up all night watching it.
Yeah, I might wait till it's all done and out so that I don't hit that wall.
Oh man, it is. It's worth watching. I'm so glad. And there's I guess Filoni or whatever. Hasn't he taken over the Star Wars thing?
I think so.
Which is very good. Maybe we won't see some. We need that rawness. We need that. We need that grittiness, that roughness that they put back into it. Some of that other stuff I think got a little weird. They've lost focus on the story, but hopefully, and Mando and Grogu, we're supposed to see that when that's coming out
this coming month, I think May.
Yeah. So if you haven't, I had that. Let's see, I had that queued up here too. I can't find it. But go watch the trailer for it. It looks like it's going to be some wild stuff happening. So that's looking pretty good.
Should be fun. It should be fun to see.
Yeah.
And we'll see if he has any new weapons.
I
think he does. I think he has a rifle.
He gets a ship like he used to have back, it looks like.
Yeah.
And he gets his the disintegrator.
Yeah, but I don't think it's as long. I think it's shorter or something.
Oh, that'd be cool.
At least, but I only saw the trailer once, and I didn't really pause it or anything to see, so I could be mistaken.
I'm just glad to see. We've had kind of a dry spell here for a year or so. There ain't been nothing out that's worth talking about.
Right.
I hope they do a good job. I wish they'd just made another season of Mando.
And I wonder if this is them signing off, or they're going to just try and movie it, or what.
Hey, Salt 1642, how you doing?
Hello.
Yeah. Oh, we've got Joey just joined. Let's see, Doctor. Joey's
Dr. Everson. I was talking about that with Sam the other night.
What's that look like, Scott? Do you have a picture anywhere of that?
Yeah. Let me dig it up.
And years ago, I used to be able to just at a drop of a hat start a new project, but I make so many blasters now that I'm literally, last count, I make over 5,000 parts here, at War Machine Blaster Factory, either for my launchers or Blaster Factory. I mean, a lot of these builds, there'll be 20 or 30 parts in each one of them. That's become my favorite too.
Here it is. Hold up. Let me share my screen. Wait.
Oh, Salt, that's Sam. It's Sam.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Wait, am I on the wrong damn desktop? Here we go. Okay. Share screen. Window. This window. Oh, there it is. Dr. Evzan. Can you see it?
Yeah.
There's the other view.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
Oh, it looks like I got to mount a whole bunch of scopes.
Yeah. I mean, they're the Model 7s are basically the Chewy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they just almost look like the Boba Fett one too. I mean, I don't know about the dimensions. They're similar. I don't have that anymore. They're similar, but they're not exactly the same. But
double scope, dust covers closed. See, that's the thing too. I'm gonna have to make a version of this one. This one's was for the Death Troopers. It's based off of the the resin cast one. But yeah. I always wanted, like, if Marcus was on here in Germany, he'd be yelling at me now. I need to do the other versions where the slide, where it has the overslide like the real one.
You'll get more mileage out of this one because you can do the Dr. Evazan, you can do the Stormtrooper Hero promo version, and there's an Aliens gun too that you can do with this.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I've had a lot of aliens people. There's just only so much time in a day. I wish I had more help.
Well, there's also that and the MGC Sterling, so we can do Return of the Jedi E11s. Because I know you already made some parts. We just need the whole rest of it.
Yeah, I've got it. I've actually been working on that. There's some man, that's going to be once I get it figured out. But there's a bunch of little tack welded pieces on it. And man, that's not an easy thing. I think I showed this last time, but you know, when you get to doing, cutting this piece out right here flat, bending it in position, but then there's these little tack marks, where they put it together. I mean, it's really cool. And like always, the stock here is going to be one of the hardest parts, just getting it bent up and done, but it'll eventually happen.
And the stock's held on with like C-clips, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see them. You see it right there. Get in the view.
Yep.
Yeah. And the mag will be impossible to freaking bend up and do. Going to end up having to probably machine something for that. Some of them things, man, are just made for just massive mass production.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the trigger guard, let's see. Trigger guard is a different profile too, if I'm not mistaken. It is. The trigger guard on it is everything about it bent a little bit different. The trigger's different.
He might be talking about the Dr. Evazan or the Wrexham, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it is. I mean, that the 11 Return of the Jedi will be popular. It's just there's a lot to it, and I'm also thinking that as I've been disassembling it, if I'm going to make it, it'd be awesome if I could just make it go back to being blank firing too.
Yeah, I have a number of those.
Yeah, the shells.
The shells that are a cap. They have like two pieces. They screw off and then you put caps in them.
What kind of cap is it?
I don't know.
See,
I've never seen one.
Hard. I hope it's something we can get if we're going to do that. That will not be fun.
That I really don't know. Oh, yeah, he said Evazan for the trigger guard comment. Mm. Well, the thing is, a lot of people say they want some stuff, but then when it comes down to you actually making it, and then they got to buy it, And unfortunately, none of that stuff is cheap. It's really hard to make.
Well, but
I can guarantee you, and this is just my personal opinion, that Chris will price it better than almost any other machine shop on the planet.
Yeah. I just wish that
except for maybe China, because
if it was just machining, I'd have already done it. When you get into these stamp things that you have to stamp and weld, that is really awesome when you're building machine guns on a mass production level, like some huge gun company. You set up all these stamps, and I mean, it's really awesome. But when you're trying to realistically do maybe 500 or 1,000, 2,000 of them, man, it's really difficult to do. So that's kind of the delay on doing that gun. It's just there's going to be. I think I figured out there's about 30 stamp molds I'd have to do. Progressive stamping. Some of them have 2 and 3 molds that you have to do to stamp parts. I mean, it's a lot. I mean, it's going to take years to do that gun if it was done like it is.
And we talked about that you probably would use the grips from the actual Sterling replica, because making a new set of molds for just a specific grip is going to be so expensive.
It's cost prohibitive, really. I mean, you can't. I can sell hundreds of things, sometimes even 1,000, and we'll move through them. But man, when you have to make a mold that complex, multi-cavity with all that detail in it, you need to be selling like tens of thousands of stuff. I mean, it's tough.
How many did you have to make for the Sterling version?
About 10,000 of them. I did. Yeah. And man, you how many years has that been? 7, 8 years now?
It's been a while.
It's been a while. I've gone through a lot of them, but not
10,000.
No, no. but you know, 2 or 3 thousand for sure. Um, but it'd have probably been cheaper if I'd have just bought real sterling grips and marked the gun up $20, you know, and had a vintage grip on it. So
Yeah, but there's only so many of those.
I say, yeah, don't slack on the fine details. I'm patient. It'll be worth the wait. It'll be worth every penny. That's very true, Joey.
Yeah, provided we
Very true.
survive long enough.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's the whole purpose in it. I mean, there's, you know, one reason me and Scott and there's others out there. I was hoping some of the other, you know, prop builder guys out there would join in or have time to actually get on the show tonight, but it does take time and a lot of effort. And you know, there's a couple guys that I wish we were mean, Scott. We're not, but there's some of those recaster guys out there that they get you stuff and then they make a really lousy 3D print of it, and it sucks to see that people they'll spend $200-300 on somebody's 3D print painted thing, and you know it's not going to last. You know, I've got 3D printed stuff. After a year or two, you know, if it gets under heat and vent, you know, it's ruined. So,
you know, to change the subject, I wonder if we can get some feedback from whoever is watching. If like a Saturday or Sunday late morning would be better,
yeah,
to do this kind of thing, because then the Europeans and maybe whoever else would have a different time.
Yeah,
it would be a little bit more accessible.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know. We could always vary it up.
Yeah, we might try to hit something maybe, you know, around our lunchtime, you know, that way it would be the Europeans could join in and California would be very early on the West Coast, but still it'd be doable, you know?
Yeah.
I'd like to see what Art Andrews, he's still running the RPF, right? Man, I just hadn't heard from him very often.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm sure he still owns it, but I don't know if he's actively doing anything. I don't know if he's just has other people manage it. I really don't know. No idea.
I know.
Since I lost Facebook, I can't talk to anybody and ask. So I don't know.
Yeah, you got to get back on Facebook somehow.
I have tried to make a new account. I've tried to do it in under VPN and in the, you know, secure folder of my phone to try new email, new phone number, use the Google Gmail phone number. It just won't let me make a new account.
I understand that. That's so weird.
Yeah. But I have the 2 Instagram accounts. I did make one new one.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a Crucible Custom Props one. I guess I made one long time ago that I had underscores between the name, Crucible _Custom _Props. And I guess I just never did anything with it, because I made another one after that was just Crucible Custom Props, because I figured if I did the underscores, somebody might not find it.
Right.
Anyway, so I still have that one, but I don't really post anything on it because I'm afraid that Meta will be like, "Oh, you're building blasters or guns. We don't like those, so you're gone again."
You know what? To try something here. Let's go see. Oh man, it's so funny watching. There's a time delay back to Blaster Factory.
Oh, how far?
It's 10 or 20 seconds. That's why there's such a lag on the comments. Yeah, there we go.
I figured there would be a delay.
Yeah.
Oh, I just now saw a button on this thing that says stream to my audience. Stream it to your audience. So I guess I could have streamed it to my YouTube at the same time.
That would have been cool.
I guess I could do it right now and see what happens.
Let's see.
Oh,
Sam, Joey, y'all still active? Y'all still on? I can't.
I won't do that now because it says I got to log in. So we'll figure that out for the next time.
Yeah, it might blow everything up.
Yeah.
May the 4th, I'll start the May the 4th sale. I'll put the code out for that probably Friday. That'd be the chance for everybody to get stuff that they normally wouldn't do. Sam's still there.
Yep, I saw that.
Yeah, you're working on some of his stuff right now, right?
Yep, got the blaster. I finished two of them.
He's screwing a bunch of stuff up, Sam. He's tearing parts up. I'm having to send him parts.
There's my butt. But here's his stem bridge, and here's his Leia.
Man, I tell you, I've had Katie building the crap out of Leia's, man. They've actually been pretty popular here lately, and I'm going to run out of those. Remember?
Really? All of a sudden?
All of a sudden, yeah. And that's been pretty cool. I mean, this sale, they could be gone. That could be the end of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. It's a fantastic thing. It's literally just like the real thing, except for the weight,
Yeah. Well, if they were steel, I couldn't, man, I don't even want to think about having a machine that out of steel. That thing's so freaking intricate and small down in there.
Sam he found some real vintage grips that fit perfectly.
Yeah.
And your screws are perfect. And it just fits perfectly.
Man, I can't believe
he got a real vintage button here too.
I can't. Oh, yeah. That's the only person I've ever known that had those was, what's it?
Chris and Chris.
Yeah. I borrowed them just to copy them. But yeah, those things that they're hard to come by sometimes.
Yeah. I love this gun. This gun, I have a real live fire one. It's fun to shoot. And it's
hey Sam and Joey, on my Facebook, Christopher Field Marshall, message me real quick. I'm gonna try something.
Also, Sam got to shoot my live fires.
Oh, yeah. You know what? There was a video of one of your live fire. I don't know if it was him or not. I saw that go through over the weekend.
Maybe. Yeah, he probably posted it.
Yeah,
because he was living here in Dallas for a year, and we met last year, and we would meet pretty regularly to shoot the shit, have boba, and I'd deliver a prop or whatever. And then we kept thinking, oh, we'll probably have more time to get together. And then he said, oh, we're gonna move, and they got a house. And I was like, well, we got to do a range day before you move, because I've offered people range days, but he's the first person to take me up on it. And so he got to shoot the Han Solo. Yeah, the Han Solo. And the Leia, and I brought my Indiana Jones pistol as well.
I am going to try something with Sam here. I want to see if that works.
Yeah, Joey, I like both a lot too. I don't have a Return of the Jedi. I just have the real live fire Leia. It's super cool. I love that gun, but
I've got two. I've got two of the real.
Have the Return of the Jedi version too.
Yeah, I ended up with two real guns that I never did. I ought to send one to you so you turn it into one. But I'd used them to make them. They're in pieces.
Oh, you took them apart?
Oh, they're fun, dude.
Oh,
that's
no.
Great.
Okay, so I had to, for Nick one time, he wanted me to change the sight.
Yeah,
from the short version to the long version, or vice versa. I can't remember what it was, but that was what to do, and I can't even imagine taking that barrel out of that receiver.
Oh God,
it's like press fit or something. I don't know how they did that. Is there a pin on it? On the real one,
there's a pin. I didn't take that out, but I tell you what, the mechanism. Man, I tell you, all those little stampings I did for the little trigger mech inside that Princess. Oh man, I call it the Princess, not the Leia blaster, but just to not piss anybody off. But I mean, I did a pretty close job to what the real one is on the inside. To where you couldn't use the pieces on.
No, I think I did a picture or a video showing.
Oh, hey, check this out. Joey, if you can message me too, we'll try this. There's a Sam.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
Hello. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I hear you guys just fine.
Good.
Man, and I just saw him the other night because he came back to Texas for work, and so we went to dinner and got boba again.
Yeah, I got in early this morning. I got back home at like 1 this morning.
Oh, I know you were tired because, man, I think you started at 2 a.m. the day you left.
The day I left, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Just running. But
well, that's cool. You got work. Is this going to go in that empty spot?
yeah, it is. So this one here is going to be for the stem bridge, and then Leia's up there. I got to get another one for the Luke that you're doing.
Yeah.
Oh, here Joey is trying to. Here, there we go. Here, I'm accepting.
We're gonna have a foursome
if it'll let me. It's
well, I'll get my stem bridge.
Not letting.
I don't wear out Sam's.
Yeah. Joey, I'm trying to get you accepted here. Hang on a second. Don't know why it's messing with me here. Let it catch up.
I just sit here and click it. Click the safety. It's like a fidget spinner.
Yeah, I keep them all behind me here when I'm working at home, so I can switch out which one I want to check out.
That's cool. I used to have them on my desk, but now they're kind of up, away.
That thing is messing with me. I must have too many windows open.
Maybe you don't have enough RAM. Oh, he said his internet is too slow to join with video.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I think I'm trying to I just added you as a friend. So there we go. Yeah, I was gonna try to send you a link, see if you could do it, but I do like this format. I think this is gonna be really cool in the future.
Yeah. Oh, so you said you were thinking about getting a bowcaster.
Yeah, Fausto and I were talking about that today. So Jess is hearing that for the first time right now.
Oh boy, she's thrilled, I'm sure.
I'm sure she is. Yeah. Yep, there it is.
Yeah, this is the first one that I made, and it hangs right here behind my desk.
Yeah, we were trying to figure out what we should get for the wall next, because we got most of the Han guns. We need something else up there.
Scott, when you do these in the I know the little bouncy balls here, the pinky balls.
Yeah.
Everybody see those. That's what they really used, and they painted them black. But God, they're a pain in the ass to paint, man.
Well, the real one, the paint was coming off of it anyway, so it doesn't really, matter how well it sticks.
I've got these stress balls, the black stress balls this size that I do with some people ask for, because it is, man. If you're doing screen accurate, that's awesome, because it is going to peel off of these things because they're squishy. But I do have a pretty good supply of those. You actually still can get them.
At first I was worried that the paint would react with that rubber and stay gummy or something, but I never had a problem with it. Maybe it's just because I got lucky.
Yeah. Yep. Boy, it's a big. People don't realize this too. You will, Scott, but this contraption right here,
yeah,
God, that's a pain in the butt. That's one of the things, man. You're just trying to get that lined up and clamped on correctly.
Yeah, and it sucks because shipping it, I can't ship it with it on there, so I have to ship it in parts, and I have to make an instruction video. Here's how it goes back together.
Yeah, well, I leave the front off, so the bow they'll have to screw this and the bow back on.
And I have to turn that down,
and then this thing's freaking heavy.
Actually, I think I have to take the barrel out to fit in your box, because it won't fit in your box without the barrel in it.
Now the hold the scope onto the scope mount, I just take those off and pack that whole assembly.
Yeah, pack the whole assembly.
You'll never ship that. I know James Patrick Abrams Patrick.
Oh yeah.
Which we know he's out of the loop right now, but he had a couple of those. Were they master replica ones?
No, it was that that prop studio that did the films. I can't remember what it's called now, but they did like a uber expensive prop run of those things. It came in a big ass crate or something.
It did. I mean, the crate was like, it was enormous what you had to ship, and it still broke.
Yeah, I don't know what they made them out of.
They were. I don't know. It was a bunch
Probably
of
resin.
Yeah, it was very cheap.
Yeah,
But those things were expensive. I think he sold both of those before he disappeared. So Sam, how you doing? I see a white armor in the back there. Is that actually something you can wear, or is that just a statue?
No, it's wearable. It's
Okay.
It's older, you know, but it's wearable. Here, I'll show you. This is one that Scott did more recently. It's a little better. I'll show you this guy. You can see him there.
Nice.
Yeah, so Scott did all the detailing on that one.
that's a green lid, so that helmet needed full paint.
Yeah, it did, and it made it all the way here, Scott. It didn't actually chip out at all.
Oh, that's amazing. Hello, Fausto. And then I saw so for the paint on that, it was in England they use the RAL. I forgot what the number is. Dan Shudlik told me. Anyway, it's a RAL. It's RAL paint, and so I got the right stuff for it, which I had to order because you can't just find that any place. There's like one place in Dallas that makes it.
It looks fantastic, though. Yeah, it came out really great.
Oh, hey Joe, I just saw your comment here about the bowcaster. Thank you. Yeah, that was a fun replica to do. I'm actually, I think I'm down to about 5 or 6 of the casting part of it. I'm going to do another casting run when they get gone. But yeah, there's a lot of cool parts on that. I love the camera pieces that do the control panel on the bowcaster. Oh, that was really fun. And you know, I hope some of the guys, and you know, James Patrick was very instrumental about helping me find the cameras and get all of those. And of course, you, Scott, and
I just have pictures. I didn't know anything about that blaster. Oh, I never studied it.
It's really crazy. And I actually found a place that had the witch hats. And the hardest one to do was that Russian camera, which
the Zorky.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see it. I've got those back there on the shelf here, and James actually helped me find these. Yeah, these are just, you know, if you saw them in a curio shop, you just think these things were junk.
Yeah, wouldn't think anything of it.
Man, the obscure stuff that they used.
There's that.
Made it so difficult.
Yeah, no kidding. But that guy right there, because you needed those parts there. So
I still think it's amazing that people are identifying things. Still to this day, identifying things just randomly, like the safety switch on the Boba Fett blaster, or the damn Kango motor housing for the bunker bomb that they saw.
Yeah.
What the hell? I mean, I would troll eBay.
That's another
There's many people just thinking of what it might be and trying to find something, and then
I saw some on the RPF too, where they were one of the motor pieces out of the kit for the Hoth, the cover. I saw there have a big discussion about somebody thinks they found that, but it don't look right to me. I don't think that's actually what happened, but whatever. You know,
still just amazing that, you know, as many of us as there are that are super nerdy about it, that anything is getting discovered. It's cool. It's just crazy.
Yeah. Sam, do you have a M19, M38, or a Hensholt?
He's
got an M19 right here that's going to go on his.
Scott has one for me, and then let's see here. I'll try to show you. So I've got a couple here. I've got one on this Dagobah. This one's actually pretty cool, Chris, because this one is your replica, but I had an M19 that was in really, really sad shape, and so we harvested the lenses and the prism out of that. So it's a functioning scope now, but it's in your housing.
Wow, that took some effort. You know what? I there for about, when I was doing the castings on those, I tried to get those. If I could have got those prisms made, I was going to reproduce that scope like 1-to-1. But man, those prisms that are in that thing, those are hard to make and high tech. This is done back in World War II. And that scope is still like high tech as hell.
I wonder if you could
make standards.
Just do like machined acrylic.
Forget it.
For the prism, the glass parts.
It don't work.
No,
no, not at all.
Well, here's a replica for people to see that's not done anything straight from you. Have you thought more about doing inserts?
Getting ready to do it now. Got it drawn up, ready to go to do the brass inserts on them. Yeah. Thank you, Joey. Comment on the control panels. Yeah, those were a lot of fun actually. And you know what? Depending on on that bowcaster, there's a lot of them out there. Earlier versions had a different way of clamshelling them together.
Yeah,
because it does not go. They're not parallel with each other. They're kind of off. And I finally got a block in there that makes it easier to assemble than
the first version was 3D printed, right?
They were just blocks that I machined to try to deal with the unleveled surfaces, and it was tough. It made it really hard to go together.
The last one I did, you had an aluminum block, and that was nice. That one was really nice. It was much easier.
It's very hard because you don't have real detailed close-ups at the angles you need on that bow, but I think they're pretty close. You know what? I wish Mr. Horton. I wish he was available. I'd bring him on the show. You know, he follows our stuff. You know, the guy that made the bow. You know,
How old is he?
I'm not sure, but I see him comment every once in a while. Maybe he'll join in. If I see him, I'll bring him in. But
that'd be cool because that was made in. When did he develop that?
I think it was the
60s,
early 70s, I believe, because it was made for the military.
Wow.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we're gonna have to add that to the collection. I think I'm sold on it, Chris.
Yeah, it is. It's fun, especially if you get Scott to do those scopes right on top of it too. Man, that build, you know, just finishing that out, just painting it is going to be, it's tough. I mean, there's hard.
The scopes are the worst part because they're so fiddly, and then you got to put the scope feet on them. You have to do it in a certain order, otherwise the paint gets super jacked up.
Yeah,
when you're trying to put it back together. So,
Joey was asking about the screen used. Did it have a bowstring? And I don't think they ever did. They took the bowstring off.
No, not until Empire or Jedi. Then it did it. I did have a string, I think.
Yeah.
I can look. I got photos.
There you go.
Nice.
Wait. Well, let me see.
All right, guys. Well, I've got to head out. We're going to go to dinner, but thanks for having me on for a minute. It's been great.
All right. Well, I'm going to share this screen. Maybe you can see it real quick before you go. Yeah. This was the bowcaster when they were first making it. So it did have a string at one point.
Yeah, well, they don't even have all the knobs on it.
No, so this was really early on.
Yeah.
And then later, it ended up looking like this, like we know it.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, man, this is bringing back some memories when I was trying to scale this thing. Everybody's kit and any of the pieces that were out there that anybody's ever made, and there's some of the runs are out there now where they're making pieces. They're wrong. They're so far off in their scaling. And until I got the real bow, which I will go back to, I got to borrow one, plus James actually had it. I got to actually scan a real bow to do that. And once I got the real bow, I got the barrel size correct, because I think everybody scaled all those parts and pieces. I can't remember who did that run, but all the pieces were huge.
I don't know if you guys can see this.
Hold on. Yep.
Here's a look at the condition it was in.
Yeah.
No string on the back. I mean, it was just like they bought a nice crossbow and then they started sticking stuff on it.
It evolved. Yeah.
And then they turned it into that.
Yeah.
Huge transformation. That's pretty cool.
I like how it started with the single point. maybe that was just part of the bow when they got
It was part of the bow. I'm pretty sure that came like that. Pretty sure. There again, maybe Mr. Horton will see this, but I'm pretty sure. And that was a high tech piece of gear back then. You know, that single point scope. I saw somebody was taking my scopes and drilling them out so you could see through them and all this stuff. I'm like, the real one don't do that.
Oh yeah, it's just a red dot.
It's just got the little red piece through it. So, well, Sam, I know you got to go, man. Thanks for joining us, man.
Yeah, man. Good to say hi.
All right,
And,
see ya.
Don't worry, Scott messed up one of your pieces, but I'm sending you another one. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good.
It happens.
It's actually I messed it up and sent it to him. He had to try to fix it. So.
No worries. All right, guys. Y'all take care.
Bye.
See you, buddy. Hey, that's pretty cool, Scott, being able to bring people in like that.
Yeah. Hopefully we get more people watching and then can get them on.
Yeah. Well, there's some people now that we're getting used to doing this. We'll start. There's some people that we need to invite, you know, and see if they'll join in.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Man, I tried when I was doing just Patreon stuff constantly before. I guess it was before COVID when I was really busy with it. I had a lead on getting Mark Hamill on to try and do an interview with him because I did some interviews on my Patreon and it just never materialized.
That sounds
I got down to the point to where it was a schedule thing and then, and then just nothing happened. So,
yeah, you know, just getting off topic here again, because I don't do sabers, but you know, I tell you, one day I'm going to do a saber. I just want to find somebody who's got a real one I can copy, you know, screen user and something cool.
There was a dude on the RPF selling a couple Phantom Menace ones, I think.
Yeah.
The real ones. Was it Sabers? The guy from sabers.com or something? I can't remember now.
Yeah. Man, there's some of those get really complex, man.
Yeah, I think the main thing is everybody's done them too.
Yeah, that's kind of. I mean, there's so many. All the original ones have been everybody does them. You know.
Yeah. Well, nobody's done exact copies, I don't think, but some pretty close ones.
Yeah. Well, we're getting close to almost an hour. Man, time flies when you do these things.
Yeah, it does.
You know, but you know, there again, something that we got on here to do. May4 sale starts Friday. I will be having, you know, a code, you know, to save some if there's things you're wanting. It's a good time to do it. And
I don't have a code, but anybody who buys something of the May4 sale from Chris and sends it to me, I will discount as well.
Yeah, I'll drop. Yeah, it's hard because you got to quote things because there's different levels that you can do stuff, you know, screen accurate. But every year, May the 4th and Christmas, you know, I end up drop shipping stuff. So you need to let me know. Probably Katie, if you're doing a drop shipping, you need to put something in the comments and work that out. Don't just assume, because I get inundated with orders and things all over the place. Sometimes I, you know, make sure you go to the, you know, they try to email me direct or call us just to make sure we get that straightened out. So Scott knows what's going on, so I know what's going on.
Joey says Roman has just about perfected the A New Hope Kenobi kit. Yeah, and I just sent one out. Actually, it's in a box because the mailman did not pick it up today. Damn it, mailman. So it's got to go out tomorrow.
I still want to buy Roman props, man. He won't sell me his company.
The whole company.
I just want to buy it. That's what I'm gonna have to do because I told him I like him a lot. He gets me the tubes. I get his kind of his blem tubes for the Graflex to put in the Webleys, for the E3. And because there again, half of it gets shoved back in the barrel, so it works out really good. And he does such a good job,
Yeah, like I guess was it last year or something? I made he sent me a couple grenades to machine the lines in, so he had an example to send to the shop, whoever makes this stuff.
Yeah.
So now his grenades come with the machined lines in between the ribs and everything, which is great because now I don't have to do it. But it makes it look a lot better. It's just the little tiny things that the only thing Roman really needs to do, and maybe Roman, if you're watching this, is make an in-canal balance pipe because I know it's going to be really hard.
Jeez. Yeah, no worries. Just an in-canal one.
I mean, you got the files. Just make it in the right metal.
Well, mine got one. I mean, holy crap. Yeah, that's some tough business, man.
Oh yeah, because I can tell you just from machining the real ones, like I've converted a number of males and things like that. It work hardens with heat so fast, and it eats tooling almost immediately.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I have to use carbide and diamond to cut those things, man.
Yeah.
Because you have to, first of all, you need there are different grades of carbide for different things. I learned that the hard way too, because there's carbide you use for aluminum, there's carbide you use for different types of steel.
Well, I think they actually cut Inconel, and I don't cut Inconel at all. But I think there might be ceramic cutters or inserts for that.
Yeah, there probably are, but I don't know how you would shape it. You need to grind it.
Oh God, I don't
so
know.
I've been using carbide, but I've used diamond grinders to grind it into the right shape, and it still eats them.
Yeah,
I might not have the right carbide for that, but
Hey Joe, your comment about the MPP. I've never seen an MPP hilt or flash gun in person, not a real one. Yeah, I've got Graflex. I've picked up those occasionally, but that MPP must be something kind of rare to find in the wild.
It's rare. I used to have one. I sold it to Chris Young.
I told Chris I wish he'd have joined in. I sent him a message about we're going to be on tonight.
I thought he would know. Maybe I should have sent him a message too.
Yeah, I mean, that's okay. They missed out on us, man. They missed out.
Well, maybe they're watching. It's
possible. Yeah.
But anyway, he's got it, and it's I found that one on eBay. Man, I don't know what year, maybe 2012 or 13 or something for like $600.
Well, it's funny. I follow that stuff daily. I never see any of that stuff pop up anymore. But I have noticed that somebody sold an M38, on Facebook, and one of the things for like $300 the other day, and it wasn't a number on the side. You had to get a little number on the side. It wasn't one that's known, but man, I thought that was awful cheap. That you don't run across that M38 that much. But
not anymore. Well, for the MPPs, he said, especially Joey said, especially the large B port MP. Mine was the large B port. Mine had the one-step shroud. It was like perfect for an ESB or a Return of the Jedi MPP. It was accurate, super cool. And I never took the nameplate off of it because I didn't want to do that, but it was perfect.
I know, it's like I've got stuff like that too, because behind me and in the safe, I've got a lot of these props that I've got to scan to do the real ones, and they're expensive. And I always think about, man, maybe I could put them on the replicas, but I hate some of them you've got to alter to do that. So it's almost like you do get the replica and then put the real stuff, because that's kind of what I do on my shelf. So I've got the real stuff next to the replicas.
Yeah, all I did was glue the T-track on there, and it was because it just sat on a shelf. I never handled it really. It just sat on a shelf in a glass case. That was just partly why I sold it, because I was just there. A month or two would go by before I even looked at it, and I was like, you know what, I need a vintage guitar, so I sold it. And
well, you know what, if you're in it, the stuff comes and goes. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I feel like a hoarder. I sold one of my I sold my second Webley about a week ago to a guy on the RPF, and I made him a good deal on it, but I had two of them, you know, because I had one stolen, you know, not stolen. I lost one, found it. But I mean, sometimes you end up acquiring. I got quite a few M19s and M38s and even the Hensoldt scopes, which, you know, I've been setting on let them, you know, see what happens over the next year. But
I've owned like 20 or 25 of those things.
Yeah.
At some point, and it becomes a real problem. Like, you know, you searching for the right one, and none of them are the same, and then you realize that I don't need these, and so I've
got two Hensoldt scopes that don't have the right engravings on, but have the right everything else.
Yeah.
And then I've got some that are off just a little bit, because there's a bunch of them out there where the knurling is not right.
Oh yeah, the knurling is like almost impossible because they just kind of willy-nilly'd it.
Yeah,
they had so many different types of knurling for one, and then they obviously didn't put the knurl in the same spot on the fixture every time, because it was always different number of lines or whatever, or they pushed it harder.
They were hand done, so you know.
In World War I, they just, you know, there's no CNC or anything like that back then. They just
we're close.
all the bodies are pretty much the same. They're all pretty much the same dimensions and everything, but some of the contours are a little bit different. And I had never found one where the internals will go into the other one.
Right.
And the lenses seem to be matched for that scope, like the front lens, the back lens, and the whatever lens. Some of them had a lens inside, some of them didn't. Some of them had multiple lenses inside, and some of them didn't.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's a whole show I could do about my study on trying to get these lenses.
Oh my God.
The scopes actually function. Forget that. I gave it up. It's those people that make scopes, they're off the chart.
Yeah, dude, because I don't know how they did it in World War I. They just kind of like had a box of lenses and just stuck them in there until it got.
It's freaking impossible to get it made now.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I went through all kinds of custom companies and things that make them, including Honeywell, people that do hunt scopes. Man, holy crap, man! I don't know if that's an art and a science to do that stuff. I mean, yeah, forget it, man. You get a replica, it's a tube. You look through two little crystals on each side. They're just clear through. Because man, trying to magnify stuff and copy that, forget that. That's impossible.
Yeah, well, they're cool. They're a cool piece of history, that's for sure. But it's way cheaper to get a replica part. You don't have to worry about it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's something else.
And these steel Mausers, my favorite replica of all time, because it's not an actual gun. You know what I mean?
Well,
I have the actual gun, but
it broke your heart when I run out of them. I don't have many left. I made another little small run to just see what happens, but they kind of got hit pretty hard. So, you know.
Yeah, I mean, just the fact that you can sit here and do this, you can't do that with a real gun. I mean, you can, but it's not a smart idea. You know, it's not a good idea.
Makes a problem shipping it places too.
Yeah, I mean, mine have to sit in a safe all the time.
Yeah,
I never see them. I don't shoot them that often. In fact, it had been a few years until when Sam came. It literally been probably 5 or 6 years since I had shot those.
Yeah. Well, like I always warn everybody, I hear it all the time about people. They'll find the wrong variants, like the bolos and things like that. Those are not the right ones. You know, you got to get the pre-war commercial.
Wartime for, you know, it looks like the Han was basically a couple wartimes put together to make one, and the Luke's got a pre-war. I mean, there's no way to know if its numbers matching, but it's got a pre-war safety on it, and there was a period of time where the uppers were very pre-war, like the bevels and the shapes changed into the wartime, and it looks like it's kind of one of those transition ones. And I discovered something interesting about the stem bridge. I was telling Sam the other night, the stem bridge is actually a red 9.
Oh,
I'll show you. This is an exclusive.
Cool.
This is
you think those grips that are on that? If you're not familiar with the stem bridge, that's probably my favorite. Everybody loves the original Hero one from A New Hope, but the stem bridge one is really neat. And the grips, those checkered grips. I mean, it's almost like I've never seen another Mauser have those. Those must have been something that some gunsmith made custom for that gun, because I've never seen them.
I'll show you something on that too in a second. Okay. Let me come back to the camera. So this is my stem bridge. These I found on eBay. These grips. Let me try and focus. They're real.
Those are pretty close too.
They're close. This thumb bevel is not the same. But they're checkered.
Also, I think there's a line around them too, but
yeah, but they're checkered just like the stem bridge grips. And I think I read they're very contoured down, and even the checkers are in the brass, right? They cut into the brass when they were checkering this.
Yeah.
So I think when it started getting worn, really worn, somebody would checker them to give a new grip, or so you had something to grip onto.
Yeah, because I can't find anything in the factory, with any factory reference that they ever did. Done with a gunsmith or something.
They did do rubber grips. They were like a really hard rubber that that basically it was just like straight rubber, basically from the tree, more or less. That they however they galvanize it or whatever and do it. But anyway, they had rubber grips that had checkering from the factory, but those were very early. And then when they started doing production, like war production, they did all wood because it was cheaper.
Yeah. Hey, Joey. Yeah, I thought you got one of those. Man, most of those things were really good if you know what you're doing, and you get filing and sanding. Those will be a really good build. I take it you haven't started that yet. You haven't started that build yet, have you?
Yeah.
And Denix, by the way, and this makes your stomach turn, but Denix, I sell a lot of the Denix builds. I mean, those things obviously are way, way cheaper, but yeah, they are not screen accurate. They're actually a really terrible copy of it.
Yeah, they're different size.
They're a likeness, that's for sure.
So anyway,
out here in the hall, I've got me and Katie been prepping them for the May4 sale, because we always go through a bunch of them. They're simple.
Yeah. Well, there's a guy in the RPF. I can't remember what the guy's name was, but he did, like, some people have done the ultimate Denix, where they go like to every extent to try and make it as accurate as possible. And I commend that, because I used to try to do that to a degree. Man, it's a lot of work.
Hey, Joey, send me a picture of it on. I'll try to share it.
Speaking of sharing, here, I want to show you this real quick.
Yeah. Hey, look, I'm going to tell you something. When I first got doing this 10 years ago, 12 years ago, when I first barely knew you, I started trying to I think the RPO accurizing the Denix. And who was that guy on there? Used to drive me freaking nuts. There was a guy named Boba Det.
Oh yeah, Boba Det.
And then that John Miller guy, who's a weirdo. But I mean, there's some, and there's other people, man. We were cutting them up. I mean, you cut the extractor into the bolt and try to work on the site. I mean, there's all these little things you do to it to try to help the Denix out. Man, a lot of work. I used to spend a lot of time, and I couldn't just put a Denix, like disassemble and put that part in a mill and cut whatever.
No, they were all wonky.
Everything was, I mean, you had to basically set up on every doggone part because the castings are crap.
Yeah.
I'm glad that I love hearing about my blasters. I mean, I'm sure you, Scott, too, man. You see these things, Yeah, there's thousands of them, and people have displayed them in their rooms and their offices. And man, that's awesome. I'm, that, I'm glad that my stuff, I'm building it to where it's worth keeping. You know.
This is a Boba Denix.
Yeah.
It's got the little fake mag plate.
Yeah. Yeah. I just
and
cut
the
out around those and
extractor bolt
yeah.
thing. I think that's the extent of what was done.
I remember back in the day too, it's like every scope mount, like when, especially when I was doing this stuff, if you wanted to build a gun, somebody would do a run of scope mounts for whatever it was. And that scope mount would be like $250. I'm like, this is crap. I mean, if you look on my site, mine are way cheaper than that. I mean, they just mass produced and kind of made it accessible to everybody.
This is a custom blaster I did for his contest.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
It was fun. I made that scope. I made everything. Well, I mean, there's a lot of real parts just glued on there, but it's cool.
Let's see if I'm going to try to, Joey just sent me a picture of the gun he did, and I'm going to try to share it if it will let me. I'm not as good at this as Scott is. Man, it looks really good, Joey. Why will it not let me?
Well,
Why it didn't let me do that? I think I got too many windows open. Joey's sending me his finished steel Mauser he did, Scott. It looks really good. It's like an as issued, but God, the grips, man, the bluing looks fantastic on it.
Cool.
I'm trying to share it, but I'm not as good at this as Scott is. I think I've got 40 windows open. There it is. Let's see if I can.
I had to put, I don't know if you're using one desktop, but I had to make everything sure it's in the same desktop and then share it.
Okay. Wish it would just let me drop it on there. Let's see. Where did it go? I saved it and I just lost it. Well, I'm gonna have to like practice at this shit or something. Oh, where'd it go? I lost the image somewhere. Huh. Yeah, I don't, it's not letting me grab this for some reason.
What you doing? Come here. Come here. Well, I was going to put you on live. Chunky. Come here. Huh. The cat was coming in and I was going to show him to you. But he left.
Well, failing you, Joey. Failing.
Next time, I guess.
Yeah. I'm about to send it to you, Scott, so you can post it. That's what I'll do.
I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to from the computer.
Yeah.
But I can look at it.
God, it sucks. I suck at this. I don't know why it just won't pull it up on my desktop. Well, Scott, I will definitely. Hey, Scott, I just sent it to you. So more than one way to skin a cat here.
It's funny how texts aren't instant.
Sometimes.
Well, it'll come eventually.
Joey, don't downplay what you did, man. It looks really good. I mean, that screen, the weathering and stuff Scott does, I mean, there's no doubt that shit's freaking, that's a lot of years of practice and talent and trial and error. But what you did on that one, it's very nice looking. Very nice. I hope Scott can show it. I can. It will not let me.
I won't be able to share it on the screen if it even comes.
Yeah.
But earlier, when I sent the text, you didn't get him until like 5 minutes later.
I know. Yeah, it was weird tonight.
Oh, anyway. Well, we're at an hour and 15. I guess we should probably cut it off.
Yeah, we're getting pretty long.
But you want me to show you those pictures I was telling you about?
Yeah, Joey, I'm gonna post your pictures tomorrow on Facebook. That
yeah, I still don't have anything yet from you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it hasn't showed up.
Yeah, well, sometimes it takes a minute. I want to know why this desktop, I cannot pull this thing. It's on my desktop now, and it will not let me share it. That's freaking annoying. Yeah, we're getting over a good long thing here. So let me try one more thing here. I don't know why it will not let me. I just dropped it into this file here.
Well, Chris is looking.
Yeah.
Has anybody seen a 5-cell Graflex tube?
I haven't.
It's huge. It's like a sword almost. Look at this thing. It's ridiculous.
Man.
It's so big. This could have been the lightsaber.
Jeez. Is that used in anything?
I mean, if it was for, I guess, the photographers back in the day who needed more power or more battery life. When 3 cells not enough, I guess you need 5.
Man, I tell you what, it's funny when I see old movies or even new movies where they have vintage cameras and you'll see one of those on the camera and they're using it. That's crazy.
Yeah, because the bulbs were only good for one picture. Right? I think. Could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't know why it will not let me pull that up. We'll have to talk about this one day here about file sharing it, because it will not pull it up no matter what I do.
Yeah. Hot blue as in a dip or fire bluing it? Because fire bluing it with a torch would be hard to do on such a big piece.
Oh, God.
And keep it consistent. You need like a dip to get like or an oven to make it the right temperature and then pull it out immediately.
Yeah, that bluing, that flame bluing that you're talking about.
I think that's why they only did it on small parts.
It is. And that is actually a crystalline structure that is growing on top of the metal. And it is, until it sets up, it's weird because it changes colors and it goes from being, brown to the colors and, blue,
Yep.
purple. And then all of a sudden it's just, it's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I was showing Chris. That's what I was doing today. This is one of the little pieces. Oh, wait. How do I, there.
Yeah.
Fire blue those. The sight.
Yeah.
The back of it's blue. And this is how they did the real ones. And then they just polished off so you can see the numbers.
Off the front. Yeah.
Here's a trigger.
Hey, Brandon, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, I don't know about the process of dipping it. If it's used the hot blue to, I don't know. I've never done that. I think it takes a vat.
It is, and I think in production they'd be doing that. I've noticed when I had to do some bluing today just for some parts and pieces, that in the sink back there. But I get real hot water and I heat the parts up when I'm degreasing them with hot water. About can't hold the pieces, and man, they blue like that just instantly when you put them in the acid. They're blue, and then you pull them out, and it's real important when you're bluing something to do, guys. Make sure they're degrease them. Yep, degrease them really good. Blue them with that stuff works really well too.
This is what I use, the paste, because it gives you a longer work time before it starts getting chalky.
Yeah, before it starts really eating into the metal.
Yeah.
But once you pull it out, I actually I take Windex and Dawn dishwashing detergent, and I neutralize the acid with that in hot water quick to stop the bluing process. Because I know some people have shown me that it looked good. They wash it off, they steel wool it, it looks okay. Then they go back to it 30 minutes later and it's turned kind of brownish. I said, you didn't neutralize the acid, it's still eating it. So it's rusting. Basically what you're doing is you're rusting the steel really quick. That's what the bluing is.
Yeah. It's putting a coat on it.
Yep.
But that's okay because you want it to look old. And
yeah, a lot of times
all the real guns, unless they're museum pieces, they have a very big range of how they looked. And none of the Star Wars guns were in any good shape. They were not.
No, in fact, the one of the things that I had somebody complain about one time, I was sitting there trying to cut and match all these T-tracks on the Return of the Jedi EE3, and they wanted everything symmetrical, so I went back and did it that way. But if you go back and look at the real props, man, they're butchered. They look like they drug it behind a truck and everything was cut with a set of side clippers and things. They look terrible.
Well, that picture still hasn't come. So, well, hey, I think we're at an hour and 22. Let's call it. I'll show you these pictures. This will be an exclusive. No one's ever seen these before.
Hey Joey, I'm gonna post your Blaster pictures you sent. I'm gonna post them on Blaster Factory. I'll post them tomorrow and show everybody what you did. Because it looks fantastic. I mean, it's you're kind of downplaying your abilities there. These things look great, and believe me, I've seen a lot of different stuff out there. Anybody who tries, I'll help them. And there's a lot of different ways of doing things, but I'm not just saying that. Your stuff looks really good. Those grips look great, man. Seriously. I've done enough staining on those grips. You don't know what you're going to get because they ain't no two pieces of wood the same, but those turned out really nice.
I hope I can see the picture eventually.
You will. I'll get it to you tomorrow. I sent them out. They must be big. They're not. They're going through slow. That's probably
okay. Well, okay. So the stem bridge, we're going back to that. I found out it's a red 9, and I've had these pictures because the owner sent it to me for a while, but I never used them because the lighting is not as good as the other pictures that I have of it that show me the little details of weathering so I can weather it correctly. So I just kind of never really paid attention to these pictures much. And then I was looking for a detail the other day when I was working on Sam's, and I was just thinking, I wonder. And so I looked, and I found out that it is a real red 9. So the owner sent me the bill of sale from Bapty. It says 9 Mauser 9mm for blanks and stuff like that. And okay, but I always figured, okay, maybe they rechambered it because that's easier to get the ammo, right? You never know. And so I was looking at it, and then I noticed the sight lobe. The sight lobe for a Red 9 is different from a 7.63. And I was like, huh. And so then I found the picture of the sight. And the sight is a 500-meter sight. Let me show you. And the only ones that came with a 500-meter sight are the Red 9s. So here's the lobe. This is the actual stem bridge. There's the lobe.
Hold on, let me share it. Hold on. Here we
It's
go.
a smooth step.
Yep.
Instead of having the double step.
Yep.
And then here is the 500-meter sight. And this gun is numbers matching. So it's a real Red 9 that they used for the stem bridge. How crazy is that?
Yeah, that's awesome. You know, you could do a little bit of filing or buffing work to get that radius right there they've got. As far as doing those, oh boy, maybe when I do another run of those, I'll do one for the stem bridge. But holy crap, that sight's that's one of the hardest parts. That and the lower are the two hardest parts to do on the gun. That little flip sight, man, the little notches on the side of it, that's steel. That is a time consuming little guy there.
Yeah. It's such a cool thing though.
Yeah, well, you take the time and you polish them up and file them up, smooth them up. They work really well. They actually work.
Yeah, they do, and they're pretty.
Yeah,
fire blue them.
Yeah, see, that's
hard to fire blue all these parts because I don't know. Parts are really. This part is paper thin.
Yeah,
and the ends are thick. So when you're putting heat on it, they don't heat at the same rate.
Yeah, and the crystal starts growing at that point really fast, and then the others don't. So it is definitely you gotta know what you're doing when you do it. In fact, the guy here that works for me, Kyle, out back, I quit bluing my stuff anytime I have to do anything like that. I let him do it. He does it really nice because I have to blue a lot of stuff for that Mando that I do. There again, I got the Mando blaster. I do one it's not screen accurate, but I do kind of an ad issued one and blue some stuff. I let him do it. I don't know what it is, man. I guess it's just because he don't even know what he's bluing. He just does it. He's not trying.
Yeah. Well, all right, folks. Let's cut it off. It's an hour and a half.
Brandon, glad you joined in there. We're going to do another one. We'll try to do these periodically. And recapping, sale starts Friday. Scott's going to have some deals too on doing some finished work. Also, if you haven't watched Mall, watch Mall. I think it's pretty good. I mean, no complaints. It's just I think they do a real good job at the cartoons. It's worth watching. So Scott, watch it.
Yeah, I need to watch it. Maybe I can hit an episode at a time.
Yep.
All right.
Awesome. See you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Cool. We are out.
Still says live on mine.